What's up? It's Onion Creature. We have the Kirby Air Riders reviews. They have come in the day before release, November 19th, in here in the U.S. And we got the score. We got a 78 on Kirby Air Riders, which I'll be honest is about where I kind of expected the game to land, especially after playing it for myself. Yeah, I mean, I think just the expectations for this going in. The original Kirby Air Ride did, of course, have a very low Metacritic. Let's pull that up. 61, which is very low, especially for a Kirby game, a Nintendo game. So just did not review well. But, you know, it's been a long time since then, and this game is a lot more fully featured, is being promoted quite a lot. And, you know, has a lot going for it in terms of online multiplayer, new content, etc. So, yeah, this is kind of where I expected to sort of, you know, it's very good. It's right where I expected, essentially, in that 78 zone. We're just getting a lot of 8 out of 10 scores, which I think is really great for a game like this. I think in general, the video gamers tend to see the 70s as a no-go zone. That seems to be seen as like a really bad place to be, but I don't personally agree with that. I think there are many games around this score which are exceptional. Not every game is going to review a 10 out of 10 score. That would be kind of ridiculous. So, let's just peruse some of our reviews here. Ooh, we got a 100 from Silicon Era. I knew I'd like Kirby Air Riders since I enjoyed the GameCube original, but I didn't expect this game to feel stronger than Mario Kart World. It's so enjoyable and robust. There's room for both racers on the Switch too, of course, but if I had to pick a favorite, okay, well that's high praise. Good stuff. Glad we got at least 110. That's kind of neat. Let's go to Vandal 88. It's a video game that might initially seem off-putting due to a lack of understanding. It's difficult to grasp what's happening if you just walk past the screen without having played the game before. Even in the first few matches, it might seem simple or chaotic. Oh, there we go. We can actually expand it. But if you play a few more times, Kirby draws you in, you gradually internalize its many unique aspects, and it becomes increasingly difficult to resist playing one more of its brief but intensely intense matches. Like Sakurai's previous games, it has the spirit of Japanese arcade games. I'd agree with that, having played it for about 7 hours. It's a game that offers immediate fun and gets better with each playthrough, even more satisfying when enjoyed with friends online, or even better in local multiplayer. And it features a difficulty curve that is as unusual as it is rewarding. Learning to control the chaos. Okay, let's see if there's any. Yeah, okay, that's the Silicon Era. Checkpoint Gaming 85. Kirby Air Ride is a surprise contender for Kart Racer of the Year, excelling well beyond its cult predecessor. The Pink Blob's latest adventure is filled with some excellent and surprisingly deep racing, where your skill and expertise and management are, where was I? Put you ahead of the pack. Its courses are gorgeous and intricate, City Trial is aptly chaotic, and the brand new Road Trip mode is a thoroughly enjoyable adventure filled with strategy and risk versus reward elements, or events. That's really great to hear. I'm really looking forward to seeing Road Trip. So good to see that shouted out in a review. With a lot to see, tick off, and do, along with accessibility options to refine your experience, Kirby Air Riders is crafted to be the kart racing event of the year. Eat its dust, Mario Kart World. So we're already getting a few comparisons to Mario Kart, which is to be expected. Some favorable, which is good. I mean, I'm sure we'll see what happens with the lower ones. Kirby Air Riders is an impressive package that makes the most of its deceivingly simple mechanics. Excuse me. Air Ride delivers a solid kart racing experience. Top Ride is a fun, albeit a bit straightforward distraction. Okay, just like the original. City Trial is chaotic in the best way possible. And Road Trip ties it all together with its creative encounters and satisfying progression. This is what we like to hear. Road Trip was a big question mark on how that would turn out, so glad to hear that it seems to be well liked in the positive reviews. In the second Kirby Air Riders Direct, Masahiro Sakurai said he had no plans to continue the franchise or add any DLC. When I first heard this, I was a little disappointed, but now that I've spent countless hours exploring each mode, there's not really anything else I could want. This feels like that initial concept from 2003 taken as far as it could possibly go, and I couldn't be happier with the result. Okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling, is it being that initial concept, but taken to its extreme. Ooh, here we go, Metro Game. So we'll not look at too many more reviews, but let's look at this negative one from Metro Game Central, which should be interesting. The most baffling Nintendo release of recent years, with a quasi-remake of one of the GameCube's worst games that seems specifically designed to irritate and confuse would-be players. Wow, that's that's pretty wild. Wow, not a fan over at that outlet. Sheesh. Yeah, I also want to. Okay, well, we got it. IGN. That's a large outlet. I'm not sure what's crazier, the fact that Kirby Air Riders exists or the fact that it's this great. It's a blast in local or online multiplayer during its traditional races and unique battle mode, and its frankly absurd amount of fun achievements to chase, meaningful unlockables, and deep customization makes it great for solo players too. Okay. So yeah, comparisons to Smash Bros, Mario Kart. Let's go to lower ones. Let's see if we got any fun ones. Okay, so the lower ones are in the 60s, which is pretty good. That's not bad at all. Even with a ton of collectibles to unlock and challenges to take on, I can't see myself returning to Kirby Air Riders much in the future. This is a racer that tries to buck many of the genre's most traditional conventions, which at the very least makes it quite memorable. Ultimately, though, the content on hand in Air Riders wears thin in no time, which leads to it being a game that you'll put down sooner than you might anticipate. Okay, interesting perspective. That's good to know that, for that person, that's the way it was. All right. Okay, we'll wrap it up soon. But yeah, things are looking very strong for this type of a game. Really liking that. I just wanted to quickly compare it to some other Switch 2 releases. So Mario Kart World is 86. So it's really not like that far behind Mario Kart, which is pretty crazy. Let's do Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. So it's right alongside that, like, about 4-point difference. And again, those games are more conventional, so I think Kirby Air Riders, whether it's liked or not, is definitely taking bigger swings in a less conventional direction than those games. Let's see, what other... I was going to look at Donkey Kong. Okay, so Donkey Kong Bonanza is definitely doing the best of these Switch 2 releases. Let's look at Hyrule Warriors, the most recent Switch. So it's, yeah, right alongside Age of Imprisonment, the last, most recent Switch 2 exclusive. Let's look at Welcome Tour. 54, so it's definitely beating that. I forgot how low that wrote. Oh, Drag X Drive is 60. That's fair enough. Drag X Drive is a niche title, relatively speaking. So that's not surprising. I'm a huge fan of it, but certainly not everyone is. And I would never argue that game is a 10 out of 10, but it is quite good. So yeah, I'm really pleased with these review scores. Like it or not, I think reviews do play a factor in a game's success in terms of its financial success. Yeah, just in general, great to see that a lot of people are enjoying the game as much as I am, and really looking forward to playing it when it releases tomorrow. All right then, I'll see you later.